As the sun rises, so do we. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the SunRising podcast. My name is Callum.
My name is Jackson.
Yes, and in this episode, we will talk a little bit about, we'll go over some of our stuff that we have going on in our life, but then we have a couple of just kind of small questions back and forth we decided to do for this one. So we'll talk about things like what would be the weirdest superpower to have. We'll talk about what would be like the coolest pet to have. Later on, we can go into some things about like what would a dinner with Hitler be like. And we'll also talk a little bit about the coronavirus a little bit later. So all this and more is going to be happening in this episode. So without further ado, let's get it started. So we are going to be talking about well, hold on. First off, we should do this for all the viewers. As you can see, I went in and did a little bit of work after our last video ended. And what I did is I pretty much leveled this area out on top here so that our beds weren't up in the air. And then I made these parallel staircases that lead down to the chest area. It's all small. This is still all the stuff we had before. We just sorted it into a bunch of different chests. And as you can see, if I put on my inventory, I ditched all the armor and the shield that I said I would do before. That's not in these chests. It's in none of them. Jackson does not have it on him. So yes, I did do exactly what I said I would do about that armor and the sword and the shield and stuff that we had before. I told you guys I ditched it in between episodes. I keep my promises. Again, we will not use that ever again. That was just because we were getting annoyed at the monsters. So that's gone. That's back in the right place. So yeah. Here's what we have to work with. Everything we have here is stuff that we've collected. Besides the steak, which, Jackson, I was going to talk to you about. We should probably ditch the steak, because that was something we started with. I think we ditch it off the cliff, and we have to find our own food. So, there we go. It's all gone. There it goes. A tear sheds from my eye.
I'm pressing Q.
Why are you pressing Q and just not dragging it off the screen? It's more cinematic this way. Alright, so, while you're doing that, if you could travel back in time, where do you think you would go? Like, if you could go anywhere back in history, like, you can choose, no consequences, like, you can come back if you want to, where would you go?
Well, coming back, that's the best part. Of course, you want to go back, and there's going to be some loophole. Be like, nah.
Oh, yeah, the butterfly effect.
Yeah, it'd be down. It'd be for sure happen. Anyways, I'd go back to World War II era.
Okay.
I'd go to Germany.
Yeah, that would be pretty legit.
Mainly because I just want to see how it was. My family came over to America in the 1880s, so that would. From like the Germany-Poland border, there wasn't really a border then because it wasn't the Holy Roman Empire or what was there before. I don't know what it was then, but the border wasn't really defined at that point. So, but I'm pretty sure they lived around there, from what we know. So they left before anything bad happened. So I want to know. Basically, I want to see what they missed.
Yeah, like my family Ooh, I don't know what I did, but my my inventory just disappeared.
Oh. Did you press F1 by accident?
Yes, I did. That was it. Okay. And apparently I screenshotted. Whew, that was weird. I didn't know that's F1's what does that. Huh, the more you know. But yeah, so as I was saying, my family originates from Germany and Bulgaria area, so that would also be kind of cool. And also, I am studying history at UW Oshkosh, so it would just be kind of cool to see that era and what it was like to live in that time period. Like, I know I've heard the stories, like, I am a genuine believer also, even when I'm going to be teaching history in the future, that, like, you can talk about something as much as you want, but you can never really know what it was like. Like, you just won't know. unless you were there. And I think it would be really interesting because I've been to places where like Holocaust survivors have come and talked and gave their experience and everything, and it's just really intense, like what they talk about, and it would have been so weird to be in that time period, and like hands down the people who survived that are like the strongest people to have lived. So it would just be cool to go back and see, and not only like how it happened, but like why it happened, like what made people do things the way they did. So yeah, that was my thought process too. And actually we were talking about this a little bit before, and that would also be my time period that I'd go back to, because it would just be cool. I think maybe not necessarily World War II, but just the World War era in general, even back to like World War I and all that, like just to see, like we've all been told like how things started, and it wasn't just like the Archduke Ferdinand being assassinated. There was a lot of things that piled on together to get where they were. So it would just be interesting to not just like I learn about it in school, but actually being able to go and get the full experience. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, that would be my vision as well.
Well, so talking about time travel.
Yeah.
That's probably a superpower, right? Like.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the superpowers out there.
Because that's definitely not really a thing that I see in really our lifetimes happening, or just in general. I mean, it's just I don't believe it'll happen. But if you were to have a superpower, what do you think you'd have?
If I were to have just a superpower?
Yeah.
So, I think what I would want to have, I've had this question many times, so I have a good response to it, and for me, I say depends. By depends, it means, what are we talking? Are we talking a world where other people have superpowers as well? Or is it a world where only I have the superpower?
That's fair.
Because that changes my answer.
Let's go with you're the only one with a superpower.
Okay,
first.
if I was the only one who had the superpower, it would probably be flight, because I just think that would be really cool to be able to fly around and all that. Like, it would just be awesome. I know it's a classic one, but it's one that I think that genuinely just would be awesome to have. Now, on the flip side, because, I mean, I might not keep you guys in suspense, you were like, why did he say depends? If it was a world where other people had superpowers, I think I want the power to absorb other people's powers. So, like, this was one of the powers I saw one time when I was watching a show called Heroes. I don't know if you ever saw it or not.
I do not believe I have.
Yeah, it was a really cool series where the people in it was all about like people not knowing they have superpowers but figuring it out like as they get older. And it was like set to be like what it would be like in the world today. So it was real interesting. But one of the characters just he quote unquote doesn't have a power that he knows of. And what happened was, as he got older, he found out that his brother had a power. His brother had the power of flight. But what he didn't know was that he also had a superpower this entire time. And as the series goes on, you find out that he has the power to absorb other people's powers. So, as he gets older, his ability is he's going around and seeing all these other heroes and people who have powers, and like by walking past, he like copies that power and it, like stores it, but the powers slowly add up and stuff. So like it would be cool to have the ability to control when you can use that power and when you don't, and just like you can walk past someone if they have the power of flight and you want that power, like you can like copy the power, kind of like Sharingan from Naruto. Like, you just kind of mimic the power. Like, that would be pretty cool. And that would be my power if I was in a world of other heroes. But
That's pretty good.
yeah, what about you? What do you think?
Mine's a pretty basic one. I'd probably choose this for both.
Okay.
The super strength. It's
Yep.
just. I like the idea of me lifting a car and throwing it. It just seems fun.
It's pretty legit.
It just. And we go!
You want to come back when we can sleep during the night?
Yeah. Let me pick up the rest of what I just grabbed.
I need some logs. And I need to plant some trees somewhere. Should we plant trees in our base?
There we go.
Do you think we should plant trees? Do trees need sunlight in Minecraft? I forgot.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I was about to plant a bunch of our saplings back here, but I think that they need sunlight, so we might have to go out.
Probably. I have some logs for you, though.
Oh, you made some logs?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, I replanted those sacks over there. So
Sweet. Yeah, we'll start our foresty area over here. That works for me. We have a bunch of saplings in the chest, and I was just like, oh, we should probably plant these to have a continually good amount of wood.
Yes.
So you do strength. So that would be what power you would like to have. And now, I had another question because that's what we'd like to have. And now this could be the same, but I want to know, like, what do you think you'd actually have? Like, as in, you have to think about your life experience, think about what you do pretty frequently, and if, like, some weird, like, gamma matter or whatever came through, what do you think you'd most likely be doing at that time where you would be, like, start to get that power, like, get a superpower from doing it? What do you think you'd have?
It would still definitely probably be super strength.
I genuinely believe that too for him. Like, that's what I figured you'd choose.
I'd say, like, probably 6 out of the 18 hours I'm awake. It's doing stuff with weights or lifting or throwing. So,
yeah,
statistically, it's just more likely to happen. So,
yeah,
just seems
I could totally see that for you. For me, I guess it depends on when it happens. So we cut. Yeah, I was starting to talk about my power, and I definitely gave away something that I shouldn't give away. So I'm gonna retry this. So I guess for me, my power depends on where I'm at. During the summer, I work at a summer camp, and at that summer camp, I am the health officer. So because of that, I think that if the gamma ray were to happen while I was at the camp, I would probably get the power to, like, heal people. Because, you know, like, I'd be the first aid officer. I'd be, like, doing a bunch of, I would be, like, administering first aid to someone, and I could just see me, like, administering first aid, and then the thing coming through, and then all of a sudden I get the ability to, heal people. So, like, I could see that. If I'm at school or something, so that's, I guess the thing I do a lot would be, lacrosse at school. So that would be interesting if, like, I could make, like, something like the lacrosse ball, like, be some sort of energy beam or something and shoot it out of the stick. Like, I could see that, maybe? I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be a pretty legit power that, like, no one has. Just friggin' energy beam up, like, a little energy ball start to form in the stick, and then, it, starts to create this mass area.
Yeah.
Alright, and I guess the last thing with superpowers is, what do you think would be the dumbest superpower? Like, what would just be the, like, just complete weirdest, dumbest thing to have as a superpower?
Well, this is probably controversial, but it's like super flexibility, like Elastigirl.
Well, see, like, that could actually be useful, though. Like,
yeah, but if someone has super strength, they can rip you in half.
not if you keep stretching.
I feel like they would be strong enough to like pull you so hard that you can rip faster than they can stretch.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I could see it. I could see it definitely being a pretty definite, not quite the best power that you could have. For me, I don't know. I guess it would be something where, like, the power would, like, it would be different. That it would be something that makes you different, but something that's completely pointless, that it would really honestly be useless. Like, I feel like even elasticity is useful, but, like, the weirdest, like, dumbest superpower, maybe it's like, like, you can, like a long tongue. Just, like, something that's completely obnoxious. I don't know. I haven't really thought this out. I realize I'm the one who asked the question, but, oh, you made an achievement. I thought you died for a second, and I was going to be like, oh, well.
No, fishing.
Yeah, I need to do something as I talk. I realize I've just kind of been running around. I don't know. We should think about it together. So, elasticity, I agree, but it's still pretty useful.
That is true. It is a useful thing.
What about, well, because, like, I was going to say something like summoning bugs or something, but that could be useful too.
Yeah, you make a giant locust storm.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I guess it would be useful, but in the fact that you'd get super bored with it, I think, is like never dying.
Yeah.
Like immortality.
Kind of yeah.
Like it's not really, it's a power, but like it's a power and it's good in the sense that you don't die, but you don't die. Like you live forever and there's only so much you can do in like a lifespan, and if you have forever to do it. Or like, how about this? Like immortality at the age of like 95 or something. Like as soon as you hit 95, you're immortal. But that would be rough. So I guess that would be a pretty useless superpower.
I'd say at that point, statistically, you're most likely to have outlived all of your friends.
Yeah.
So like you would have already seen most of them die. So it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, like in that case, it wouldn't be bad. And you wouldn't, like, know it. Like, you wouldn't know it. You just see yourself getting older and older, but then all of a sudden you hit 95, and you're there for another 100 years, and you realize that you're immortal. Like...
The not realizing part would be rough.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, guess we're not dying now.
Yeah, it's just like you keep aging, and then you stop, and you're, like, really old and fragile, but... You just can't die. Like, I feel like that would be a pretty useless power. Like, immortality in general, and then with that little, like, additive, that would be pretty useless. Alright, but we'll get out of using superpowers. How about, like, coolest pet? Like, what do you think would be the coolest pet to have?
Alright, so it's a fennec fox.
A fennec fox.
Yes.
So I haven't really heard of that besides the little bit that we talked about. So for the viewers, we'll put it up on the screen right now. So.
Alright. So a fennec fox, they're just like cute little foxes, really.
Yeah,
like,
the big ears.
They got really big ears. They're obviously like a dog per se because foxes are uh, canines, but it looks like a cat, sort of. Doesn't
Yeah.
really, but it looks like a cat because it's smaller. It's just not as large. So it's a cool little fox.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be pretty legit. Like, just having a fox in general. Like, everyone's got dogs and cats, and some people have monkeys, but not a lot of people have frickin' foxes. Like, yeah, that would be pretty legit. Are you dying over there?
Yeah, so I ate a pufferfish.
Yeah, that poisons you.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I guess for me, my pet, Baby Yoda. I'm just kidding, but that would be pretty legit. Just having a Baby Yoda, like Mandalorian. Mando's got it made. It's a pretty awesome pet. Uses the Force. In all reality, though, I think it's in between 3 for me, and I'm gonna slowly decide throughout the video. But as we talk, we should probably go sleep since we still don't have armor and it's getting dark, and we have
Also
like the forest of frickin' everything over there. So I believe that my 3 that would be really cool pets to have would be an eagle. That's my favorite animal. It would just be awesome having an eagle that you could just like send to fly around and stuff. Like, you go through fish like crazy. But
Yep.
what if you just lived by the ocean? I mean, you live by the ocean and then everything's fine. They can just go eat when they want to. You just gotta train it to come back. That would be pretty cool. Another thing would be a deer. Like, who has deers for pets? Like, it would just be kind of cool. Like, you just have a deer as a pet. It comes up to you. Who wanna like pet a deer and have it as a pet? It just seems like a really cool animal. And then my third, I feel like would also be pretty cool, would be a tiger. Like, just a straight up tiger as a pet. Pretty legit. Not gonna lie.
Tigers would be cool. Like it'd just be fun. Like, I like cats. Like, cats are I wouldn't say I prefer cats over dogs.
Yeah.
Cats are just kind of easier to take care of because, one, they use a litter box. They kind of just chill.
Yeah.
For the most part. Except when they're kittens.
Oh yeah. Puppies and
do.
kittens, they go crazy.
Yeah, granted, that's what a lot of dogs do when they get older too, but dogs I have to take outside to go to the vet. Cats I do.
What was that?
Well, like, take outside, use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Cats I don't. I feel like with like a large tiger, I feel like I could train it to use a litter box.
Yeah. Yeah. Part of tigers are with like the whole cat family, so
Yeah.
I could see it. So yeah, you could probably train them pretty much like a cat. Like, they don't really bother you, and they kind of keep to themselves. Eat when they want to eat. Like, they'd be a pretty easy animal, aside from the fact that they could just bite your head off at any moment. But
I'm now imagining a very large tiger.
Well, I think a white tiger would be pretty cool.
I've actually held a baby white tiger.
Really?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Like, where'd you get the chance to do that?
So we have a zoo around me where I live back in Illinois, and they have, like, it's weird what it is. Do you have sounds on?
Do I?
Oh, you're not around here. There's like I don't know what that sound is, but it's interesting. I haven't played Minecraft in a while to like understand what that sound is. But anyways, sorry, this baby tiger zoo thing.
Yeah.
With zoo around me. And then they got the chance to have a tiger, an albino tiger. And they found out it was pregnant.
Wow.
So they got a little one. And then you could hold it. So I did.
That's awesome. Like,
Yeah. Yep. Uh, I'm pretty sure I don't have. I know I have the picture, but my grandma, she's the one who took me there, and she got the picture printed out in like large form to be in like a poster almost,
okay.
and it's real cool because it's just the baby tiger.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I'd love to hold a baby tiger. Like, you throwing snowballs at me? How dare you? Can't touch this. Can't touch this. All right. Anything fun and exciting happening in your life at all?
We're recording this before the meet that I talked about in the last episode.
Yes, this is like only a couple days, like a day after our last episode.
Yes, as we're trying to get ahead. School. But
Yes.
my meet is coming up tomorrow, actually. So
wow.
I have that to look forward to. And at this meet, we have for shot put. That's the main event that I do. I do weight throw indoors too, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
But anyways, we do in shot. We have the number one guy in the nation right now, the number one leading thrower, and then the number two, which is me. So we have two guys in the top two guys at this meet, and I think it'll be a pretty good meet.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Oh, I'm hoping it's fun. That means I did well.
Yes. I'm hoping for you. I'm rooting.
Thank you.
So, I did just pick up a egg. We could see if we get our long lost chicken back. We have one shot.
Here, let me make some.
Oh my God! I did it! It did it. We have the chicken. All right. I'm gonna grab some wood and make some fences and fence him in. Oh, I can't believe that actually worked. We had one shot.
Why do I do it wrong every time?
No! Get back in there! We need seeds! He's running!
Seeds? Nope. 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 Nope.
No! Get in there!
No.
Get in there! No! Get in the thing! Get in the thing! Come on, you freaking chicken. No, he's running again. He's running again. No!
What?
He's in here. We're trapping him. Oh shoot! No! He jumped out.
No.
All right. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Oh, he's up there now.
Yeah, he is. Do we not have any seeds at all?
No.
Okay. I don't care if we need to make all of our wood into fences.
I have quite a few fences, so
Oh, you have fences?
yes.
Okay. Well, he is up there. Oh, he's coming down. He's coming down. Oh, no. You scared him back up. Come on. Come on, bud. It's gonna be okay. Come on, chicken. What do we name him?
Oh, I have no idea.
We'll have to rewatch the last episode. Chuck? Was it Chuck?
I don't know. It may have been something similar.
Alright. We just gotta get a couple of these bad boy. We gotta get a couple of those bad boys.
I think he's trapped.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! He's
That
trapped.
might be kind of cruel and unusual, but
It's pretty bad, but we'll get seeds and we'll give him a better home. But you just need to stay here, chicken. Oh, this looks so bad. You're in a better place, I promise.
It's better this way.
Okay, now that that sidetrack is done, and we're halfway through our episode, let's what were we talking about? I forgot. Just life updates. Yeah, you have your meet coming up. Hopefully that goes well for you. In the last episode, since the last episode, I did add a new addition to my Pop Vinyl figure collection we talked about. And that is a Boba Fett Pop Vinyl figure. But the Pop Vinyl figure is signed by the actor who played Boba Fett in Star Wars Episode 2, and also the one who played Boba Fett in the Clone Wars, Star Wars The Clone Wars series. So it's like the young Boba. It's not the original 456, but it's still really cool, and there's like a certificate of authenticity, so it's actually like him, he signed it. But yeah, that's probably one of my coolest pops I have in that collection now.
Not gonna lie, that signature's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That signature's pretty cool.
So we talked about traveling back in time earlier on in this episode. My question, I guess, for you then, well, technically this is your question, so you should ask it.
Oh, yes. Yes. Alright. So, question is, would you have dinner with Hitler?
See, that could be a very interesting and controversial question, but we are trying to keep it in a complete non-controversial way, in the fact that I personally believe that I would love to have dinner with Hitler. My thought process, again, like I said before, when I was talking about traveling back in time, is you can hear about everything he did. You can hear that he's a bad person, and like the right people will be like, of course, yeah, he probably was, and I 100% agree. But I want to have dinner for him purely based on the fact that I want to know why he did the things that he did, and like what led him to do it. Like, I know based off of history and stuff, like he felt that the Germans were an Aryan race that was like higher than all others, and he saw everything based off of race. But I just like the thought process of how he how he came to that belief, why he believed the way he did. Like, I'd want to have dinner with him and just see what it's like. Plus, I can speak German, so it would be also a way to edit my German skills too. I could just talk with him and talk with him in German too. But I don't know. It would just be kind of interesting to see, and I'd have dinner with him purely based on the fact of like why he thought the way he did. And I think it would be a cool, interesting story to hear. So, what about you? Would you have dinner with Hitler?
I would.
Yeah.
Basically for the pretty much the same exact reasons, except I don't speak German. I just want to see how he ticks.
Yeah.
Now this is a controversial statement.
What's up?
It's based in facts, but Hitler was probably one of the greatest leaders of all time. Granted, what he did was bad.
Yeah.
He did get lots of people to follow him. And
that is true.
In and of itself is very, very, like, I'm putting air quotes.
Yeah, no,
but
yeah, I agree.
Good.
Like, he did a
But,
really good job with being able to have people that could follow him. Now, the reasons why people followed him and what he did with the people that followed him aren't the greatest, but he was good in the fact that he was able to, like, get people to his side. And he, if you really boil down to what was happening with Germany in the time period, like, they were honestly getting, like, screwed over by the whole like Allied forces and stuff, like they heavily took away like their whole military. They took away like their lands. Like the Allied forces. I'm not gonna like. I will say it. They were pretty harsh. Like he did what he did, and what he did was bad. But like they were punished very, very severely for the actions of just like a single man, like in the army, and that wasn't even Hitler necessarily at the time with like World War One, because that's what started all the world wars, was because they were punished so hardly, it made them want to retaliate. So he did do a great job with getting people on his side and helping the people feel like they have a right and can feel free again, I guess.
Yes, he was very good at
Yeah.
rallying people. Like, that is
And he was...
his
Okay,
strategy.
ooh, I'm gonna say this, but there's more to it. He was good with his people. Now, yeah, not all of the people, but with his people, with the quote-unquote Aryan German race. Like, he was very good with them. He gave them tax breaks. He went in and he created youth groups like the Hitler Youth, which is like was modeled after the American Boy Scouts, which I was in. Like, I was in American Boy Scouts, obviously, not Hitler Youth. But
Yes, yes.
he did a lot of good stuff for his people. Besides, I will no doubt 100% agree, completely bad person when it comes to the Jewish race, and that was one of the worst things that have ever happened in history. But besides the people, like, he was pretty good with a lot of his people. Granted, I don't want to come across like I'm for Hitler, because he was really bad, and a lot of the reasons why people did what he did was because he feared them into doing so. But he was a good leader in that sense of uniting the country and all that, so yeah.
Ooh, I got a water bottle. Deliver.
What did you get?
A water bottle.
A water bottle?
Yes.
How'd you get that? Oh, a water bottle
Fishing.
delivered. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just like,
That is
in
right.
Minecraft, a water bottle? What? A little slow
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
All right. I guess what else can we talk about?
There's this coronavirus that's happening.
Yes, that is a thing. Now, I do not know a ton about it, besides that it like originated from like China, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I heard a couple of news things saying that it's getting close to us. So that's kind of scary. But
Yeah.
well, what else can you tell us about it? Because I don't really know much. And when we talked beforehand, you said you knew a little bit about it.
Well, what I can tell you about it is it started in Wuhan, China.
Okay.
Wuhan City. It's in the Hubei. I can pronounce that word. Province of China.
Oh, okay. Mumbai.
No. Hubei,
Different one?
H-U-B-E-I. H-U-B-E-I.
Hubai?
E-I.
Hubei, maybe? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it, but yeah. So it started there.
Yeah. But anyways, it started as a virus that, if you see me as I'm looking at my phone so I can get this data correct, I have it written on script on my doc.
Oh yeah.
But it started what they think from humans to animals. It spread. And
Okay.
then now it is airborne. So yeah, it travels
Yeah,
through the
airborne gets scary.
air. Yes, but from what I believe, the case in the first case in Washington, which is the first documented case in the U.S., was actually cured. They were cured of their thing.
That's good.
Of their virus. And then they also believe that it's not spreading in the U.S. So that's pretty good. But
so maybe just people who were there coming back.
Yes, that is generally what it is. But it is very the disease is not something like be messed with. It's very severe still. It's like flu, except there's pneumonia-like symptoms. So it's like
yeah, that's pretty rough.
Quite severe.
Do you know what part of it was like? I know it's killed a couple people, right?
I believe it had.
So it's probably just immune systems not being acclimated to it, though.
Yeah, that's what it is. It doesn't really. From what I know, it's just a very severe flu with pneumonia-like symptoms at the end.
Okay.
It's very. In the U.S., it's treatable. We don't know much more about it because China's they're not great at spreading information that they have.
No, not really.
in prior history, but so it could be worse than we think. It could not be.
Yeah.
But as of now, it's not a very high concern in the U.S. So that's good.
That is good to know. I didn't know that it was airborne, which is news to me. But hopefully we'll be safe here in Wisconsin.
Oh, we should be.
Yeah.
If we're not, that's pretty.
But yeah, so it's a thing. People are being scared of it, but we might not have to be as scared as people are kind of making it out to be, because it's not. Whoa! I just fell in a cave. I won out. 1 second. Alright. Whew. I didn't know if there was something that was about to shoot me. But yeah, so it's scary, sketchy, but it might be something that we'll be safe with.
Yeah.
But it's good to know.
Yes, it is. It is very. It is very, very scary. When outbreaks like this happen, there's a lot of. I'll just say it. There's mass hysteria to start with.
Yeah.
Because it's like when the same thing happened with Ebola or the swine flu.
Yeah.
It was very scary at the start because it was new. People didn't really know what it was.
Yeah. I like what you did here.
Yes.
It looks nice. I got some iron.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna start cooking it. We're running out of. Well, I was about to say we're running out of coal, but then I remembered I also got coal. So.
I also have 44 coal in my inventory.
Oh well, what you doing hoarding all the coal?
I don't know. I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Didn't really have a plan with it.
We also will need food, but
I have 3 cod.
Yeah, I've got some. I'm also gonna probably go and label these chests a bit better. But we are approaching sort of towards the end of this episode, so I mean, what are you feeling? We're at 44 minutes right now.
Well, looking at.
We can explore the cave that I found next episode. That'll be a fun thing.
Oh, you actually found a cave in here too?
Oh yeah, legit. It's the very last block that I had. I fell down a hole because I was dumb and kind of digging the block that was right under me, which is number one thing you don't do in Minecraft. And I fell into a cave, and it didn't really look around. I just started building up because, a little bit of freak out of I'm scared of skeletons now after all the times we died last episode.
That's a fair concern.
So I just kind of
Very
built
fair.
up right away, straight out of it. But we can explore the cave next episode. In between episodes, we can probably gather some food. Just that we don't need to do that on camera, because that's a lot of stuff happening. Oh my lord! Come here real quick. That skeleton has an enchanted bow.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Which means we could get that enchanted bow. Should we? I might just go for it.
Let me make a sword real quick, and then we can.
I have one stone sword on me. Probably gonna die if I'm completely honest with you.
I mean, we could make iron swords.
We do have the iron. We could do iron armor too.
Oh, you have that much iron?
How much did I have? That's not the one. I have 10 iron.
I would just make swords.
Yeah.
Granted, I could make a sword because there was 3 iron in the chest below.
Oh, okay. So you're good?
So
you can make one right now?
I'm good with an iron sword.
Alright. I built an iron sword for me too.
Alright.
And we still have material, so... I'll make an iron chest, if that's cool.
That's fine.
Alright. So, we're out of iron, but we'll get more by start of next episode. Let's slay this freaking thing. Oh, I like that! I didn't see you made a wooden little dock thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Nice
cool.
little dock.
I don't like this. I don't like him staring at me. Oh, he's on you. Perfect.
Oh, he hits hard.
Got him. Alright, run. Run and hide.
Oh, I'm gonna...
Did you get anything from him? Oh. I didn't spawn in the right place. What the heck?
Well, I'm gonna kill this skeleton. Alrighty. Well,
Did you die?
Nope, I'm alive.
You're alive?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna cut to where you're at. Right now. Alright, I'm almost back. I also realized, as I was editing the last video, where I'm at right now, I totally missed a chest. And, someone, reminded me of it today. And I am super grateful for it. So thank you for the people that did remind me. I will keep them anonymous for now, but they show me that there was 2 chests I missed. We have an enchanted fishing rod, by the way, now.
Nice.
And then the other one was right in here. Oh, we got another buried treasure map. That's pretty legit. And now I should probably check and see if there's anything else I missed in here. But those 2 they told me about. I don't know if there was anything in here that I missed. Oh, there's like 2 more towers too, so I'll check these out real quick before we end. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna back out. Alright, 2 more areas real quick, and then I am going to be heading back and finishing up this episode.
I'm just growing some sugar cane.
You got sugar cane going?
Yes. Love sugar cane. I don't know what it is, but I love growing it.
Yeah?
Really enjoy growing sugar cane.
Yeah. We all got some things that we enjoy. I like growing bamboo. That's I don't know if you actually knew that was a thing or not, but
I did.
yeah.
I keep up with the updates. I just don't know what things
Yeah.
actually are anymore.
Yeah, they changed the looks of a lot of them. Like some of the materials were even had look changes, and I was super confused when I came back after not playing for a while. Alright, I think I got everything. But thank you for the people that pointed that out to me. I am very thankful. Hey, there's another wandering villager. Back at the starting island.
Ooh.
I won't kill this one this time. As long as the llamas don't start spitting at me. Oh! He actually doesn't have that bad of trades. Emerald for 3 white dye. Emerald for 3 pink dye. Emerald for 3 black dye. So a lot of dyes for emerald. Tube coral block for 3 emeralds. That's pretty meh. 5 for a nautical shell. The nautical shells are good, but I'm not quite sure if they're worth 5. And then a 1 for 1 for an emerald for gunpowder. Not too bad at trades. He has potential.
Well, I do have a saddle, so I could
try to
tame one of the llamas.
Could. I don't know if it works or not, but we could always try. There's also actual llamas that we can tame too.
Yeah.
If we wanna, and I know where some are. If we want to actually tame our own llamas. Because last time you tried to tame the llama, it started spitting at you.
Yes. That hurt real bad.
Yeah. It crushed all your hopes and dreams. Alright, I see the base again. I'm on my way. Do you have any really weird skills that you know how to do? Like, anything kind of cool and interesting?
I can throw balls far. I don't know.
Oh, it takes a lot of practice, my dude.
It does.
Don't mind me with my enchanting fishing rod over here.
Oh, yeah. What is it enchanted with?
It's enchanted with Unbreaking 1.
Oh, yeah, that's just pretty good.
Yeah. It's not mending. A mending enchanted fishing rod is the best thing in the game. Because mending gives you more, it heals the break damage for the XP that you get. So then every time you fish, you get XP. So in reality, it's an infinite fishing rod that'll never break on you. And it's the best thing ever. One of my Minecraft worlds, I have like a Luck of the Sea all the way up. I have Mending and I have Unbreaking all on it, and I mean the Unbreaking's useless, but I had it before I got the Mending. But that's kind of cool to have.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. All right, you feel like wrapping it up here?
Yeah, that sounds good
So
to me.
I think next episode, we find the cave that's under there. We also have 2 buried treasure maps now, and I don't believe that they're the same. We can check real quick. There's that one. Okay, they are the same. They're the same buried treasure.
Alright.
It looks like. But we can see if we can find it, and if we do, that's pretty cool. And then I'll label these chests in between episodes, and we'll probably gather some food up in between episodes. But next episode, we got some stuff to do. We'll probably do some mob hunting. Ah, that's a creeper. That's a creeper. One moment. Hey, I brought you a present. I think you really like it. What? I brought you a present. Theoretically, I shouldn't take much damage if it blows up. And, well, I took damage, but it didn't blow up anything because it was in water. Alright, well, that was episode 3 of the SunRising podcast. Just a little reminder that we are going to be releasing episodes 1 a week from now on Wednesdays. So you'll be seeing this episode right now. Next week, Wednesday, you'll be seeing another one, and by then we'll be probably have some good stories because we'll be back in the swing of school and everything. But yeah, we'll be bringing you an episode every Wednesday. If you want to support us, make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, as well as hit that like button and the notification bell. And if you also want to support us, you can do it in different ways. If you want to follow us on Twitter or Instagram, you can follow us at SunRising YT. That will be in the description. And also you can support us by joining our Discord. We made a Discord so that all you listeners can come in, and if you join that Discord using the link in the description, you have the ability to appear on episodes. You have the ability to request topics that you want to see us talk about. We got a request in from our producer, so we'll probably talk about that maybe next episode, but we shall see. But as of that, this has been the SunRising Podcast, Episode 3, and we will see you next Wednesday. Okay, we restarted our recording, because apparently there's a wolf, and this is very important to do. Where are you at?
Oh, there's 2 wolves.
There's 2 wolves?
Oh, this one's angry. This one's angry at me.
Where are you at?
I'm running back.
Oh, I see you.
Wait, I think we have more bones than... Oh.
I think we do.
Oh,
yeah, I only have 2 on me, too, so...
And I think there's 4 in there. So
okay, so we can each grab 3.
There's that one, and then there's one over here.
Oh! Okay, I'll try for the one over here that's killing the sheep. Oh, there's 2 over here.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, you.
Buddy.
I got a dog!
Hey.
You got a dog too?
Yes!
Alright, well, we have dogs, so now we're definitely ending it here. We already said our goodbyes, so that's perfect. Alright, see you guys.